Do you have a 30 or more pound weight loss goal, but you're unsure what to do in the gym? Well, today I'm gonna break down a full week beginner-friendly weight loss plan that you can do. This plan is gonna help you lose your next 30 pounds, tone up, drop that stubborn belly fat, and get in the best shape ever. My name is Dr. Salako. I have helped thousands of women lose weight and fall in love with their bodies with simple workouts like I'm gonna show you in today's video. So if this is your first time checking out my channel, be sure to smash that subscribe button. Let's jump right in. So the first thing I'm gonna do when I get to the gym is hop on the treadmill. I know there's this debate of should you do cardio first or lift weight first. If I am trying to drop stubborn belly fat, I'm trying to lose 20 to 30 pounds, I'm gonna start my workout on the treadmill. I'm not doing nothing crazy. The purpose here is to raise my body temperature and get warm. That way when I get into my movements, I actually feel warm enough and ready to do it. Don't do anything crazy. Literally, I'm putting this on 3 speed and I'm keeping the incline low because I don't want to burn myself out for the workout, but I do want to raise my whole body temperature. So that's what I'm going to start with. We're going to start here for about 5 minutes just to warm yourself up. Once you feel warm, if you have a lot of time, let's say you have an hour to an hour 15 that you can spend in the gym, then yeah, I'm gonna be on here for about 5 to 10 minutes. But if I don't have a lot of time, I'm gonna keep it max 5 minutes. I'm just trying to get my heart rate up so I can get warm and then get into the thick of my workout. Now that I'm nice and warm from the treadmill, the next steps really depend on what the focus is for the workout. So in this week workout plan, we're gonna break it down real simple. Let's say we're doing 3 workouts this week. Day 1, we're gonna focus on all the muscles in the front of our body. Day 2, all the muscles in the back of our body. Day 3, the accessory muscles that we missed. So technically, let's say this is day 1 and I'm gonna focus on the muscles in the front of my body. So what I'm gonna do some exercises to start warming the muscles in the front of my body up. So I'm gonna start up top. Okay, so muscles in the front of my body, I'm thinking my shoulders, my chest. So what I'm gonna do is do some arm circles, little things like that to warm myself up, get my body ready for the movement. I'm gonna do some things for my shoulders, get my body ready. And then let's say it's a day where I'm doing push-ups. I wanna warm up my chest and all of that stuff too, right? So I'm gonna get in push-up position on this here bench, and then I'm gonna start working through a couple push-ups. Even if I'm only doing about 1 to 2, I'm gonna work through a couple push-ups just to get myself primed and ready for the movement. Now let's say I've done a couple of those. Now I gotta start warming up my legs, right? We can look into mobility and do simple things like knee pulls. If that's something you wanna do, you can do quad pulls if you're able to do that. Hamstring sweeps if you're able to do that. And then you wanna start doing exercises that mimic the movements that you're gonna be doing in your workout. So the front of my body, I'm definitely gonna be doing squats, right? So I'm gonna go here, do a simple squat, do about 5 of these. And now, for the most part, I should be feeling pretty warm and ready to get into the thick of my workout. All right, so for day 1, we're gonna keep this super simple. It's gonna be 4 exercises and we're gonna pair them into supersets. The thing is that most people go in the gym thinking they have to do a lot of different things when you don't necessarily have to. Pick 4 exercises, 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps, and push yourself. So we're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna do a push-up and pair that with some squats. That's gonna be the first superset. So we're only doing 4 exercises this first day in the gym. A push-up and some squats, okay? Let's get in. My first movement, let's say I struggle with doing push-ups. I'm not gonna do push-ups from the ground if that's an area I'm not super strong with. I'm gonna do my push-ups from the bench. So we're gonna do 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps. I'm gonna do my push-ups here. I'm gonna knock out 10 of these, and then a superset. Immediately right after, you're gonna go into your squats. Pick a light weight and just go right into your squats. There's 1,000 different ways you can do squats. I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna do a front squat, keeping it here. If you don't want to, you can hold it here, but we're just gonna do squats, holding the weight here, and I'm gonna do 10 to 15 squats. Once I knock those out, I'm gonna give myself 45 to 60 seconds to rest. And then I'm gonna go through that entire cycle again. And that is your first superset. Okay, so you just completed the first superset. Now let's go into our next exercises. Keeping it super simple again, muscles in the front of my body. I'm gonna do a lunge and I'm gonna pair that with a press. This is gonna work on my shoulders and getting me strong there, okay? So we did a horizontal press, now we're doing a vertical press. My arms are kind of stiff from my workout, so you may not see me getting as high as I need to. But we're gonna do lunges. Now, feel strong enough, do your lunges with weights. But if you're not feeling that strong, one thing you can do to modify the movement until you do get strong, put this up here get in lunge position. We're gonna do a stationary lunge, and we're doing 10 of these. You feel strong, knock that out, then you'll switch sides. You're gonna turn this way. I don't wanna put my back to you guys, but turn this way, and you'll do your 10 to 15 lunges. Once you knock those out, immediately after, grab your weight here, and we're just a shoulder press. Keep it simple. Start with the weight light. If 10 pounds is easy, go up on the next set. If 10 pounds is too heavy, go down so you can figure out what can I do comfortably for 10 to 15 reps. And then 3 sets of those. Once you knock that out, that's a solid first day in the gym. If you have some time, this is where you can start doing some core exercises. Something as simple as sitting at the end of the bench and working on some jackknives where you're coming up like this, doing 2 to 3 sets of 20, boom, day 1 is in the books. Pat yourself on the back, you did an amazing job. All right, so now it's day 2 in the gym. You're feeling kind of sore, what do you need to do? Start on that treadmill again like we did last time. And then now when we're warming up, we're doing exercises that are things that are gonna warm up our glutes and our back. So I'm gonna work on some pulling motion to squeezing my shoulder blades together, getting in this position and hinging. That way when I'm doing things for my glutes, they're feeling okay. I'm warming my legs up, touching my toes, exercises like that. I may even get onto this here and do this exercise where I'm thrusting up, just warming my legs up, getting ready for the movement. Day 2 is all about back and glutes. I know those are the things that y'all love. So we're gonna start, your first superset is gonna be a dumbbell back row, and then we're gonna do a hip hinge to target our glutes. Dumbbell back row, grab you some light dumbbells. We're here, shoulders, chest up, and you're rowing. Squeeze them shoulder blades together and back down. And you're gonna do, again, 10 to 15 reps, 3 sets of that. Immediately after, we're going here. Set up like this, shoulder blades here, hip thrust, squeeze, boom. Again, hip thrust, squeeze, boom. If you feel up to it, add some weights, challenge yourself. That is gonna wrap up your first superset. Do those 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps, resting 60 seconds in between. Once you knock that out, then we'll go into our next set of exercises. So now, next set of exercises. This is where we wanna do a hinging motion. For this, think about taking your butt, and I've heard this being said 2 different ways. Like I've heard it, someone say like you're trying to show your booty hole to the person behind you, so you go like this. And there's another way trying to like close the door with your butt. Whatever tickles your fancy. Essentially, you're gonna be in this position here, and then we're doing Romanian deadlift to be exact. Poke your butt back. You should feel a nice stretch in your glutes, nice stretch in your hamstrings, and then come back up, okay? Chest up, if you have words across your shirt, we should be able to see them the whole time. Chest up, squeeze, boom, okay? That's gonna be the first exercise. Once you do that, we're doing 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps. And then we're gonna pair that with, ideally, if you're at a gym, you can do lat pull down machine, right? I'll show you guys over here. So the lat pull down machine is one like this, where I'm gonna set this attachment up here. I can set my feet here, and then what I'm doing is pulling and squeezing here, all right? And I'm gonna do 3 sets of 15 reps with this movement here, this lat pull down. Now let's say I'm working out at home and I don't necessarily have the ability to do an exercise like that. What would I do instead? Well, we're gonna go back over here and we're gonna do a reverse fly instead. So being in the same position like when we were doing the back row, but reverse fly, rather than rowing here, I'm rowing out this way, right? It's working different muscles because that one is gonna work your lats, but this is working more of the top of your back, especially if we don't have a lat machine at home or we don't have the cable set up. So I'm going here, going out this way, squeezing. Out this way, squeezing, getting some of the back of your shoulder, getting some of the top of your back. And that's what I would do as a substitute if I can't do the lat pull down. So now we're gonna focus on what we're doing for core. Today is all about bracing. If you've had a child, you've experienced diastasis recti, or what are they, ab separation, that's another way that women say it. Core exercises like bracing and working on your inner abdominals, working on that intra-abdominal pressure, those are things that's gonna help with that. So what are some exercises that we can do? This is where the old favorites come in, right? This is where we do the planking and all the things that no one wants to do. So today we're gonna focus on, all right, can I do 3 sets of 30-second planks in this position? Then I'm gonna go here. Can I do 3 sets 30-second planks, then we'll go to the other side. If you need to modify, go down to your knees. Now you're planking and you're good to go. And boom, day 2 is in the books. Now we have day 3. But if this has been helpful for you so far, and breaking it down this way makes it feel more tangible and realistic to get to your goals, this is a lot of the things we do for my clients. There's a couple ladies coming across the screen that we've been able to help lose 20 to 30, 40 plus pounds. And how we do that is coming up with realistic, strategic workouts like the ones that I'm going through now. You don't need a lot of time in the gym. You don't need to do a lot of big fancy workouts. The basics still work. And that's oftentimes why women struggle to lose weight, because they're doing too much. You're going in the gym, spending all your time on cardio, doing a bunch of different exercises, thinking more is what's gonna get you to your goal, when it's quality over quantity. So if you're watching this video and you're like, I would love for him to help me develop a one-on-one personal plan that fits my goals, if that's something that you're interested in, there's a link at the top. Check out the description. In that link, you'll be able to apply for one-on-one coaching. I would love to help. I know for a fact I can get you to your goals. I'd love to learn more about you. What's gonna happen, we're gonna hop on a quick phone call so we can learn about what you're struggling with, what your goals are, and help you piece together a strategy to get in the best shape ever. So if that's something you're interested in, check out the description. It's gonna be that first link so that you can apply for one-on-one coaching. If you would like to have a conversation first, just go onto Instagram, send me a DM with the word coach, and we can talk more there as well. All right, now, this is your 3rd and final day in the gym, right? So day 3, you're feeling kind of sore. What do we need to do? Again, start on that treadmill, warm your body up, then do some mobility, get yourself nice and loose. And then today is the accessory ones. So we did all the muscles in the back of our body, all the muscles in our front of our body. Today is where we work on the accessory muscles. This is where we do a little bit more of the arms. If you want to double down on the glutes, you can do that again. These are where we start focusing on those things. So how I'm going to pair this together, again, grab my lightweight. So first thing I'm going to do, simple curl. This is the first exercise, right? Working on the front of our arms, our bicep curls. If you want to work on your shoulders, again, you can do a curl into a press. But if you just want to do the front of your arms and not shoulders because your shoulders are feeling kind of sore, cool, just a regular curl, right? We're going to do some curls. This one, we're going to do a tricep. That's when you do 3 workouts back to back, okay? 3 exercises back to back. Bear with me. So curls, we're going to do 10 reps. After you do your 10 reps, lateral raises. After you do your 10 reps, this is where you're going to, same weight, put your feet far apart. This is a sumo squat to work on your glutes, a little bit of your quads, a little bit of your hamstrings. Feet far apart, chest is coming down to get more stretch on the glutes, and we're gonna go here. Ooh, that feels amazing. And we're gonna do 10 of those, and then rest 60 seconds. Cool? Let me go over again. Curl, lateral raises, sumo squat. 3 sets, 10 reps. That's your first superset, okay? So now, after we've done that, we need to work on the back of our arms. We haven't done nothing for that this week, right? So we're gonna do a bench dip, feet here, push down, do as many of these as you can, okay? I know that sounds crazy, but do as many of those as you can. That's working on your triceps. Cool? And now, if I'm working at the gym, the other areas that people commonly miss is doing movements that are side to side. If you think about it, this is a front and back movement. Even when I'm pushing, this is a forward and backward movement. But do we do movements going laterally, right? If we get into the specifics of like training, we're talking about transverse plane versus sagittal plane versus frontal plane, but I don't want to bore you with science. So we've done a lot of movement this way. We need to do some movements this way. So I did my tricep dips. Now I have options. If I'm at the gym, I can easily go use the machine. That's the one, I'll put a video of someone else doing it, but the one where you push your legs out to the side, hip abduction, where your legs are going out to the side, and then hip adduction, where your legs are coming in. So I would do that. I would do my dips, then I would do 3 sets of 10 of those 2 movements. Now let's say I don't have access to that at the gym, or at my gym, or wherever, if I'm working out at home. I'm gonna do a side lunge. So coming here, reaching, lunge, I'm gonna do 10 of these each side. Go to the other side, 10 of these each side. Cool? And boom, we're good to go, right? And that would be my superset. If you're feeling up to it, you're feeling froggy, you can do things like the leg press on today and other exercises that, again, you deem favorable, right? I know you're gonna wanna do a bunch of ab workouts. Ab workouts are great, but it's not gonna get you the body that you desire at this stage. So at this stage of the video, my microphone died, but I wanted to make sure that you got this part of it. So what I'm doing right now is talking you through ab exercises. So I was laying on the bench just because I didn't feel like getting on the ground. What I'm essentially saying is you can do some ab exercises at the end of your workout. One of the ones where your hands are up here and you're working on the top of your core. This is where we're doing some crunches in this position. That's gonna be really great to work the top of your core. And then we can go into your lower abdominals. This is where you're lifting either one knee up at a time, or this is where we start going into your lower abdominals, where you can either, if you feel strong enough, you can put both legs out and lift up like that. Or if you're not feeling that strong, then you can do one leg at a time, doing some straight leg raises. This is all gonna be great for those lower abdominals. Again, we've touched our upper abdominals, we did our lower. Now another one that is gonna be really great, especially again for my ladies who went through a pregnancy, have diastasis recti, or just need to get their core stronger because you're dealing with some back pain. One of these exercises is gonna be the ones where you're taking your legs and letting it fall out to the side. This is gonna be good for your pelvic floor as well. So really do a Kegel, have that brace your core, let that leg fall out to the side, pull it back to center. As you get more advanced, you can have that leg straight out, let it fall to the side, pull it back to the center. That's simple ways that you can challenge yourself as you go through this. If you found this video helpful and you want me to do more like this, what I want you to do is put it in the comments. Now, I've only put week 1 and 2 in this video. I'm purposely not posting next week because I want you all to go try this workout. Watch this video over and over and over until you do all of the workouts. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know that you're getting stronger, and then we'll post what we're gonna do for weeks 3 and 4. Really tackle it. I have faith in you. Get strong. You're gonna feel amazing. There's a video coming up to my left. In that video, this is where you'll deep dive into all the things for core workouts. So if you need a core workout to do at the end of your days, day 1, 2, and 3, this is an example of one that you can do. All right, till next time. See y'all over there.